Hey, how you doing? My name is Mike. Glad you joined us. This is a Freight Broker TV video. Topic? Well, today we're going to be talking about a TMS. A TMS. That's what we're going to be talking about today in this Freight Broker TV video. TMS, what does that mean actually? TMS is short for Transportation Management System. Trucking companies have TMSs. Dispatch services use a TMS. Brokers use the TMS. Think of it as, if you're a broker, think of it as freight broker software. Okay, before we get into that, I want to remind you we do podcasts twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday. You can find the Freight Broker TV podcast using your favorite podcasting app. And keep in mind, too, on Saturday's podcast, we live stream it on YouTube, 9 a.m. Central Time. Also, we have something new for you, Tautoa, on our YouTube channel at Tautoa. We have a new feature. It's called Morning Coffee with Tautoa. I host that every morning at 6 a.m. A couple of minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, something real quick. We get together, talk about anything transportation for the most part. Now, that is also available as a podcast every morning, 6 a.m. Central Time, using your favorite podcasting app. Just do a search for Morning Coffee with Tautoa. All right, now for Saturday's videos from FBTV, the live stream, it's Q&A. Q&A. Your questions, our answers. If you want to submit a question, feel free to do that. You can email them to me at fbtv@freightbrokertv.com. We have forums on our website as well. You'll find those forums at Freight Broker TV. And you can even Skype them to me. Just do a search on your Skype app, FBTV, you'll find us. All right, TMS. Now, what is a TMS? What is it for? Like I said a moment ago, consider it freight broker software. It just keeps all the details straight. It's pretty simple. You're going to input the information. You're going to input the information for the customer, the shipper, the receiver, the carrier, and you'll enter the financials. So let's take a look at a TMS, kind of give you the nickel tour real quick. Matter of fact, this may be split up into a couple of different videos, but maybe not. All right, here is what a TMS looks like. This is what it would look like. Now, we're using Broker Pro for this video. Matter of fact, our clients with Tautoa, they get to play around with TMS for a couple of weeks after they complete training, so they can, well, they're going to be trained on it, but it allows them to get hands-on on it. And that's what we're using here is the version our clients would usually use to be able to get experience using a TMS. Now, Transportation Management System, there are hundreds of them out there, if not thousands. Okay, now, they're going to look different. They're going to, some have more bells and whistles than the other, but basically, all a TMS is a data management system. Okay, doesn't matter which TMS you use. If you learn how to use one, you're going to be able to pretty much figure out how to use the rest of them, whatever TMS you're going to be using. It's like a web browser. You know, if you know how to use Safari, you're going to be able to figure out how to use Chrome pretty easily, or Firefox or whatever, because once you know how to use one, the rest of them may look a little bit different, but they're going to do the same thing. All right, now, a TMS. This is the entry page to the Broker Pro TMS. It has all your direct information up here. Now, keep in mind, if you're a broker, you're going to have the administrative privileges. You see everything. Now, when you set up a TMS for your agent or other brokers from your office, obviously, you do not want them having access to all of your customers' information. Only access they should have would be their customers' information, as well as your carrier, your approved carriers. Okay, so what we're going to do, if we're doing a new load, well, let's start here. If we're adding a new customer, we'll just click on the customer tab up here at the top, and we will choose new customer, and there we go. And all we do here is just enter all the information for the customer. Once we have that information entered, we click save. Now, what about carriers? Carriers are the same way. If you have a new carrier, just come up here, open up the carriers tab, new carrier, and there you go. You enter all the information for that trucking company. And if you notice there's places here for the MC number, DOT numbers, insurance, And this is very important. If you notice, there's asterisk here next to these insurance types and expiration and effective dates. The reason that there is, let's say you've set up a carrier today, they're moving a load for you today. Well, you got all the information from that carrier. You got their package that has all the insurance information, and you've entered that information into the TMS. Well, the expiration date. Maybe they don't move another load for you for 3 or 4 months, but their insurance expired a month ago. Well, the TMS is designed so it will not let you add that carrier to a load if their insurance is expired. As a matter of fact, it'll give you a window pop up. It'll say, hey, insurance expired, need to update insurance. So it's a check and balance thing, keeps you safe. So we've added a customer, we've added a carrier. Let's say we've got a new load. Maybe that customer has given us a load and we found a truck to move that load. Okay, after we go through the setup at the trucking company, and the trucking company's been added to our TMS, now we can create a new load. We'll come up here to the loads drop down, and now we can click new load, and we'll choose that customer, whatever customer it may be. Let's say it's Alcoa. Now we can create load. And it's going to bring up everything. Here we go. We've got the TMS open for this customer. Now we can create a new load in the TMS. Here we have all the shipper information. Now the customer's Alcoa, but the load may be picking up someplace other than where that customer is located. You see what I mean? Maybe the customer, maybe Alcoa is the customer, but the load's picking up at maybe their facility or some other facility at a different location. So we would go in here and enter all that information. It's going to ask you for everything: pickup date, times, type, what kind of rate are you paying, flat rate, mileage, whatever it may be. There may be pickup dates. If you have a stop, an extra stop on the load, right down here you click extra stop, and it's going to open up a window that will allow you to enter the extra stop. Next, you have the receiver, the consignee. Where is the load going? Again, you're going to put in all the information for the load. Now, you'll have all this information from the customer's shipper load confirmation. Last but not least, we will enter the carrier. So maybe, you can start typing a carrier in here, and we'll put this trucking company, and you can fill out whatever information. Now, down here in the carrier cost, let's say we're doing a flat rate. Maybe we're paying the trucking company $2,000. All right. Now we can move over here to the accounting tab, and here's where we will put in, if you notice here, we got the $2,000 in here for the trucking company on the right, but the customer charges, maybe the customer is paying us $2,750. All right, so we got that entered, and if you look here at the bottom, load accounting summary, customer total charges $2,750, total cost to the truck $2,000. Our profit on the load, or the net on the load, $750. We made 27.27% on this load. Obviously, what you would do here is just click on Save and Continue, and then you could click on the carrier confirmation buttons, however you had it set up, to display the carrier confirmation. Once you're satisfied that the carrier confirmation is correct, at that time, you could then send that carrier confirmation to the carrier, and the load would be ready to go. So that's just a basic overlook or overview of a TMS. Again, it doesn't matter what TMS you use. They may look different, but they're all doing the same thing. All right, go have a great day. Unless you've made other plans, we'll be talking soon.